All right, it's that time, isn't it? We'll do a little video from behind enemy lines, so to speak. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the outrageous psyops that are being waged on the public, especially here in Denmark and also in the United States and obviously many other Western countries. The governments of our respective countries and their intelligence agencies, not only are they working close together country by country, but they also have a very tight-knit cooperation with all media outlets, all the establishment media outlets. So we no longer have media who follow the truth or who follows the story to provide the people with actual information that is genuine. Instead, they are an extension of the state, an extension of the intelligence agencies, and these states and intelligence agencies are on a continuous basis running information warfare campaigns on the public, aka psyops, what is classic in psychological warfare operations, and they are treating their own populations as an enemy target, which they are spreading propaganda and psyops to, and literally using emotions and trying to cause strife within the public and have people divided, and people who are divided are much more easily conquered, and they are using every trick in the book, and they are treating us all as enemies because they are losing the grip on truth and on the power in the global perspective of things. The Western countries are. So they are ramping up their social and social control, not only by mass censoring people left, right and center, and coming after people who do not follow the government's official lines, and people are being people having all kinds of hardship because of this new authoritarian dictatorships that are being implemented all over the West. And in this connection, they're obviously using the program, this global social engineering and intelligence operation, and the social and political persecution of me, Stephen Bell, as one of the main programs which they are implementing this technocratic dictatorship with. And here in Denmark, there has literally been a perfect example of how psyops are a daily occurrence. There has just been a tragic kidnapping of a young girl who has allegedly been raped by a 32-year-old in a completely different area of the country to where I live in Sjælland. I live in Norrland, which is on the mainland. This is on the island near Sweden, and while she was missing, the intelligence agency PET and the state-funded media were using this tragic event to associate me with this kidnapping, and it has later been found out she has also been raped, and someone has been arrested, and they are literally implicating me in this story without me having any involvement whatsoever. I'm the most persecuted person in the world in regards to someone continuously accusing me of everything under the sun and never actually prosecuting me, never actually charging me with anything, but instead just labeling me guilty, character assassinating me on an endless basis. Last year it was a shooting in a department store here in Denmark, and they're also saying that I had connections to this person and I was like being implicated in this shooting, again without having any involvement whatsoever. So this is a common theme every time something tragic happens which gets the entire population up in arms, as so to speak. They're using the fear and the emotions that these events are naturally causing in the population and using it, manipulating it to put it onto me, who has absolutely nothing to do with any of it. And this is how it goes, and it's also happening in the United States. Every time there's a school shooting or everything previously has been going on of a massive scale that has got a lot of coverage, they're literally doing this, the same modus operandi all the time. And it's of course because if you look at what I'm doing, I'm always trying to work at something. I'm always having some kind of success despite my situation. I have a small business which they continuously have to sabotage. I have just last year I got my motorbike license and a motorbike. Now I have just finished my hunting license. So I have just passed my exams today, and I have been studying very hard over this last month and over the last a week especially, I've been reading and doing tests like a maniac, and getting ready for this test that I passed today here on the 18th of April. So now I'm just waiting for the authorities to give me my weapons license. And because I haven't had any criminal judgments against me for more than 10 years, there is no reason for them, legally speaking or otherwise, for them to deny me my weapons license. And so if they do so, it's because of this situation, their own illegal situation that they are doing towards me, in violation with the laws and my human rights and what have you. So whatever happens, if they deny me this weapons license, despite me passing the test, despite me not having any criminal charges against me or judgments for more than 10 years, then it's because then I will have this information or their decision based on something that is not in any of the official records, but it's just in accordance with the intelligence agency's propaganda. Then I'll use that in the court of law, and I'll argue in front of the Danish court system how I'm being persecuted, how I'm being denied the right to live a normal and decent life because of a completely extrajudicial situation that has literally been done towards me by the state and its intelligence agencies in cooperation with the United States government and Great Britain to run this global social engineering and intelligence operation, which they so obsessively want to keep going with.